Welcome back. We're here for game 3. First TDO versus Tilted Forward. Thank my mom, whatever the fuck names are.
Thank my mom and Tilted Forward.
Anyways, yeah, Tilted Forward's up 2-0. And we'll be getting into game 3 shortly.
Yeah, the Thank my mom looked much better last game, although that's the one champion that I think shouldn't be in this game should get banned out. But I mean, I'm just stating my opinion. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I'm just pointing out a pretty obvious fact.
It's all right, man. We all think it.
Yeah.
Get rid of that damn Karthus. Come on now.
Please and thank you.
Put in Kindhosen. Let's go. I just saw him in chat right now, so I just had to give him a shout out. But we're not in the lobby yet. I think the players are setting that up.
Meanwhile, if you want to get an update on the other quarterfinal going on, Joey's top lane Emporium actually has a 2-0 lead over G-Dang 2.
Ah.
We're seeing very similar games across 2-0s for both quarterfinals so far.
But I'm expecting to see some turnaround. I think my mom. I think now that they've gotten 2 games to feel out what Tilted Forward is doing that they can't really stop, I think they should remove that champion from the game.
Do you think they also change up their champion picks at all, or do you think they stick with what they've been doing because it's kind of been working?
I don't know. I mean, obviously their draft in game 2 was much better than game 1. They picked more. The Simply Zakazan, a more early game oriented jungler, could provide more pressure. Albeit he didn't actually do that, but he was definitely more useful than when he was playing Nunu.
Just in team fights alone, he was way more useful. Yeah, I'd like to see him put more early game pressure down if he plays Rek'Sai, which is a good pick. I would also like to see Karthus ban.
That would be nice.
Or the Swain ban. I think Karthus had more of an impact, but depends if On the Win wants to face Swain a 3rd time. Maybe he picks something other than the Poppy to deal with that if he's it.
I don't think, like, it's hard to say if they're going to ban it because I don't see Karthus as, especially in the first game, he wasn't like, oh yeah, this Karthus hard carried. But dude, it's still an issue.
Yeah, they continue fighting over his dead body.
Right, and even if they don't, they get out. We've repeatedly seen they get out of team fights really low, and then a Karthus ult comes out at like 30 minutes or later, and just kills 2 members.
Yeah, that Karthus ult at the end of the game was disgusting. Holy shit! Oh my god, his just did not exist on the Rift anymore. Just vaporized.
Yeah, he just needs to time his arcane shift correctly so he doesn't get hit by it, right?
I don't think that's how that works.
No, it is not.
All right,
it would be funny if it did, though.
Yeah, but I mean, when you got, I still yet to see like any much magic resist built from the carries of Tank by Mom, even though there's been double AP from Tilted Forward both games. I mean, I know you want to do damage, but if you got to be alive to do damage, and you're definitely gonna need to build some more MR if that's the case again.
Yeah, we might need to see a Mercurial Scimitar out of Tibbs if he wants to survive any of that damage.
I mean, honestly, like even then, I don't even think that item would save you. It's really you want the Mon Malmortius is better off against that because I mean you're not really getting CC'd anything that you really need to cleanse. It's just straight up surviving that burst.
Does that remove the Nautilus ult?
It does not.
Oh, it does not.
Okay, well when you as this it'll here, hold on. As the depth charge is tracking you, you'll get knocked up. And then once you get knocked up, when you come down, I want to say you're stunned for momentarily.
Yeah,
afterwards.
he could use it then, but he couldn't stop the depth charge itself.
Yes,
what you're saying.
I believe that's the case.
Gotcha. Right now, it looks like we're missing On the Wind and Thrifty.
Thrifty. Yeah. And we lost like 11 viewers, man. Come on, Thrifty and On the Wind. Killing us here.
Unless we're going to play a 4v4 for this last or third game. Let's see some real street strats come out. Do you think On the Wind's like playing the Poppy simply because the Star Guardian Poppy skin came out? Is that his diehard?
I mean, there's a good
waifu?
chance that that's the case.
I think it definitely should be switched out. Not that I don't not like the Poppy. Like, I think Poppy's okay. It just hasn't been working out. Especially if you don't ban Swain, you need to pick something else.
Right. Now we've got Thrifty. Just need to get On the Wind back in. Looks like he's coming.
The invite. Oh. Pretty. All right, let's get in it.
Now we're getting down to game 3. Finally, between Tilted Forward and Dank by Mom.
Yeah, it's do or die for Dank by Mom. They gotta win out from here if they want any chance of getting into the semifinals.
This is very surprising. In both quarterfinal games so far, we've had 2-0s, where overall in the season we've had 5 teams go 2-3. I expected like
much more
a little
even
bit,
games.
Yeah,
A little bit closer.
I mean, not that last game was close, but still.
I'm interested to see how the draft strategy is altered by Dank by Mom, given that they lost the last 2. I mean, they've got. I feel like they have to switch something up.
Yeah.
Do you think Tilted Forward has finally decided to play a strat of AP champs, one top, one mid?
I like the Swain.
There's the Swain ban. There it is.
I like it.
See,
last game he didn't do as much. I mean, possibly top lane. He was up CS, but like overall KDA wise, he didn't do a ton early, like the first like 25 minutes. But hassled the shit out of that Poppy. And if On the Wind continues to go to Poppy, I like getting rid of Swain.
Definitely me too. From a previous, it's kind of what I've seen. I want to say that Renai Circulation would go to Lissandra is one of the next champions that he would take top lane that he's done well on. Anyway,
that's a good guess.
Getting back on the bans, Swain and Karthus both taken out of the game, so now we get to see, what Tilted Forward brings out now and how Dank by Mom's going to be able to handle that, because those are both those champions have given them problems in both games.
Just real quick, tell Blab, hey Blab, if you're listening. It was a very close game till about 35 minutes, and at 40 minutes you were down 5k because you fucked up.
Yeah, a little bit. Anyway, to finish out the bans, the Poppy ban going on the Wind. So he's not going to be able to get that. And then the Syndra ban, again, against 50 Senpai. Don't want him to get that because the laning champion for a very strong laner. So, again, the Alistar is going to be given over to Kishot Ungerling. They're going to pick that first pick. Simply Zach's going to get the Hecarim and the Zyra.
I forget that Simply Zach plays Hecarim a lot. That's why probably Dub has been picking Hecarim, just to take it away from him. I totally forgot about that. And actually, Dub is going to get fucking Skarner for the first time in SBL this season. At some point, I don't know if it's still...
I think he may have gotten it one other game. I'm not 100% sure.
No, he has not. He has like a 92% win rate on it, which like, I think he's got like around... Dude, you know what? I'm just going to check. Sounds good.
Anyway, yep, Skarner hover for Dub Drum, and looks like Madam Stripe is going to favor the Caitlyn once more. Always a great carry to carry through the laning phase and then into the late game.
Okay, it went down a lot. Right now, Dub has a 76% win rate, which is still decent, with 17 games played. I think he had
76 is still pretty good. I mean,
No, it is.
But
I
given
think
where he was
had
at to begin with,
he had 10+ games played with a 90% win rate.
He was. I want to say he was 10-1 at a point on it.
Okay, so looking at his matches, he did lose. I think he probably DC'd for one game, which hurt his KDA, and then he lost 2 in a row with him, which lowered it a lot. But yeah, there's your info. Moving on, pick that damn Teemo.
All right, this is. I'm really curious how Dank by Mom's gonna go for this. Here's the victor.
Well, I'm curious
That's to be expected
what's
from
going to happen
Tissio.
for Thrifty Senpai as the Zyro is taken away. So he's going to have to go 4 champions deep for his mid laner.
The Cloud9 boys.
No, I don't mind that.
Out.
That's a Zyra support, 100%.
Yep.
Well, obviously with the Victor locked in, that's easy now. But
Ashe, Zyra bot lane. Season 3 Cloud9 bringing back sneaky elimination.
we did have one game at Worlds this Worlds with Zyra played. I believe SKT played it.
I believe so. They played it against. I want to say Cloud9.
There's the Lissandra prediction. We'll see if he locks it in. Who in the Thrifty Ari from last season?
Ashe is a bold choice, and it's a good engage tool if played right.
Very, very good.
But with that team that they're going against, it's a very bold choice with an Alistar Skarner.
Actually,
they didn't know Lissandra was there.
Thrifty's going to go for the Cassiopeia. And as I had expected, Red Eye Circulation is going to pick up Lissandra, take that top lane.
Good, you're a little ahead of me. Wait, oh. I'm definitely watching Twitch, that's why.
So now, on the win, he's going to be going... let's see what he's going to be taking for last pick. He's going to be laning against the Lissandra, so I'm curious how he's going to go about this.
As you said, you did expect that Lissandra pick to come out. Good call. This is still extremely good team comp that they have going on here.
Yeah.
This might be absurd, but I want to see a Galio come out.
From top lane? Top lane on the win, Galio?
I mean, I've seen him play it before. CC? It's possible, but...
I love the Kennen pick. I don't know how it does squishy, that much in lane. They are very squishy.
Really squishy.
Yes, they are.
But nope, he's going to go for the Aurelia.
I really like the Kennen in the team fight aspect, and they do have a lot of AP already with that Zyra too as support. But I just love that Kennen AoE, and both of you already know that I love team fighting, so Kennen is the epitome of that.
We got a lot of CC coming out of both teams. Or, sorry, from Tilted Forward again, and then some CC coming out of Bank by Mom.
Yeah, it's pretty... just one of those things. It's like, hey, dude, SBL, dude, we're all kind of shitters. Just grab CC and you win games. That's kind of been the story of the last two. Especially the first one, where they just couldn't match. But... you got a decent amount of CC coming out from Dank by Mom this game as well. Especially if that Irelia gets going early on.
How is 30 Zyra? Is 30 Zyra pretty good?
I don't think I've actually seen it, so I can't really give you any info on that.
He can play a lot of things. I haven't seen him play Zyra in a very long time, but I wouldn't doubt it that he could play it at a adequate level.
I think he's feeling confident because he's also running Ignite in that lane.
Dude, he's going full blown, like, shove my dick down your throat. Yeah.
Seems about right.
And, you know, maybe, hey, they kind of need that. They need some lane to get, like, really far ahead.
Ghost Flash in the mid lane for both champions. Aside from that, they look... well, aside from the Ignite and Exhaust bottom lane difference, they're pretty similar. So now that it's game 3 and Dank by Mom's behind, I don't think we're going to see anything out of them. Try and seize an early advantage, but all the CC on the side of Renai Circular or Tilted 4, they might.
They definitely do not have the better level 1. I mean, you may be able to get like a root from Zyra, but other than that, dude, you've got nothing. Which, I mean, so what I'd like to see is that just thank my mom, they camp a bush, and if the other team invades, then you may be able to just destroy them with like you get a huge like Zyra root into an Ashe like volley into just a laser, you know, shit like that.
Yeah,
I think they could definitely win.
Yes. All right. So one thing I want to say is Thrifty Senpai did not take cleanse on Cassiopeia, which with the Ashe in this game, I kind of worry for him. If he gets caught by an Ashe arrow, he can die really easily.
That's really.
I think it's situational. I like the double
I mean, Ghost.
Flash Ghost.
Ghost is not like an awful choice. I mean, still gonna get a lot of use out of it. But I mean, if there's ever a point in late game he gets caught by an Ashe arrow, should have took cleanse. He can use Ghost like 10 times throughout the entire game, and get caught by that one Ashe arrow late game, and possibly lose a game off that.
It is a possibility. It'd be pretty hyped to see.
So, do you like one team better than the other to start off with?
I'm liking Tilted Forward a little bit more.
What about you, Everlight?
Yeah, I'd probably go along the same lines. I mean, especially with Thrifty's on Cassiopeia. I mean, obviously he's a very talented player, champion that can definitely like late game just straight up carry games. I mean, Cassiopeia does so much damage.
Yeah. Well, they'll be able to take Baron really quickly too. Cassiopeia, something that was a little bit of a problem. This last game, there was a lot of Baroning going on, so maybe that slight advantage will help them in late.
We will have to see how this goes. Go back around looking at the Keystone Masteries. Everything looks pretty standard amongst all the champions.
But the Blood Knight Hecarim. Honestly, out of all the skins, I think that's my least favorite. So I'm just interested. Maybe that's the only skin he has. It'd be my last choice. Then never mind. It wouldn't be my last choice. Everyone loves the fucking the arcade. I hate it. So I'm the outcast on that one.
You just hate it because everyone else likes it?
No, I hate it because I don't. It's too fruity for me, and that's fine. I'm not like but I just don't like it. I just hate the rainbow.
I thoroughly enjoy the Headless Hecarim. I really enjoy that one.
No, that's my favorite.
That one's pretty good. The Halloween
that is definitely my favorite.
And Elderwood's also pretty good.
Elderwood, that's my second favorite. I like that one too. Those are the two ones that I use. I usually use the Headless Hecarim. Anyways, enough about skins. We're in game. And I'm surprised that Dubdrum has no skin for Skarner. Going back to the skins. Anyways, we're done now.
with all the wins he's got in ranked, doesn't actually have a skin. Maybe he just likes the classic.
Or he's poor.
Maybe.
Or he's poor.
Or he's poor.
He's indeed a college kid. And as all of us know, when you're in college, you don't tend to have a lot of money.
Looks like everyone's coming down to try and maybe
make collapse on this Skarner.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's gonna base check that bush.
Dude, I think he's going down. He's definitely dead.
That's first blood for Contagio on the Victor. Wow.
So, okay, he got caught out. Good discipline by Dub not to flash because, dude, you're dead.
Yeah.
So, at least he didn't make that mistake.
That's pretty big, though.
It is
because
big.
it was 400. He's already 400 gold closer to his first upgrade. Like that's, I mean, getting that first upgrade with Victor is really important.
I'm not sure how much is it for an upgrade.
1250 for the first upgrade.
Okay, so
1,000 for the
he's
second
gonna
one,
save
and then
that money and not go back.
I was gonna say, is that the first thing that you want to buy on Victor?
yes, you definitely
typically-
you
Okay.
definitely want to upgrade your death ray as quickly as you can.
Gotcha.
That way you can start shoving the lane a lot easier, and then you can start getting priority on roams and that kind of stuff.
Simply Zach is getting help with his blue buff as Splinter, or not Splinter, Dubdrum. Sorry, Splinter, you play so much well. Dubdrum takes Krugs with
We get a
so pretty basic starts.
yeah double bottom side start, or both the junglers. They're both gonna do their buff and then the Krug / Gromp first. We'll have to keep an eye on how they pass from there. See if they're gonna go for an early gank top and kind of clear the jungle that way.
Does Strip not know how to play against Zyra because he just took half his health and damage from a couple
Yeah.
Zyra autos in ability?
I have no idea.
Just very surprised to see that much damage out right away.
Yeah, so
Yeah, just a lot of trading back and forth in almost every lane.
it looks like Simply Zach's gonna go for the Rift Scuddler first on Dragon, whereas Dub decided to head topside to snag his blue buff. So if there is end up being a gank top lane, Dub might be able to get there first and can possibly influence that quite a bit.
There is a lot of trading going down. Everyone's
Yes.
pretty hyped about this third game.
Yes, there's a ton of trading going on. And On the Wind continues to get poked out every single game. And obviously it's not that like he's Irelia to oh no.
Oh, Dub's gonna flash on the
Oh.
Zach. He's gonna get the stun after the fracture. And he's gonna get the
Great
kill,
flash.
and he's gonna pick up the red buff on top of that. Wow. I mean,
So
you
I
talk
think,
you talk about Dubdrum dying early and giving first blood to Kaiju. I think he redeemed himself right there.
That was a
Yeah.
great flash by Dub. And that's one of the weaknesses of Hecarim. He is weak those first 3 levels. And you are vulnerable when you do that initial first clear. And
I think
yeah.
I think Dubdrum's gonna have to send a thank you card to Brambleback because I think Brambleback actually got the last hit on Dub or on Simply
it's
Zach
possible.
That
instead
would
of
be.
taking it himself.
Also, excuse me. Dub did channel that crystal first, and you
He did.
do know when that is happening. So that's also on Simply Zach for not respecting the flash on Dub, which, hey, if you're not expecting it, that was pretty sudden, and you're like, holy shit, he flashed on me.
Right.
And that gives vision of the entire area, right? So that's how
Yes.
Dubdrum knew that he was
Yes.
taking it.
That is
Yeah, he got vision on him being so low, so he flash E'd autoed him quickly. And actually, Simply Zach
Zach's gonna go. He's gonna force the flash out of Thrifty Senpai. Back flash. Not really too much threat, but I mean, doesn't want to lose any pressure on the lane, so. I mean, as you can tell, Thrifty Senpai's got a massive CS lead. 5 minutes in the game, he's already up over 20 CS.
And Dubdrum's invading, taking another crystal.
Oh, they got another vision on Zach again. Put down the miasma. He's not gonna be able to get
My
out
God.
of it. Oh, yes, he will. Wasn't able to get the auto since his flash was down. But now they're looking
Yeah.
to get a collapse onto Dub.
Cass is no mana right now, so cannot really help out a whole
volley
lot.
of the ball.
And
Oh,
we got
he's
a
gonna miss
flash.
the flash route from 30, but he's gonna take Dub's gonna take a couple tower shots. Slow's coming on him from Ash. He's gonna flash. He's gonna keep getting him in range. He's gonna slow him more. Volley and the Ranger's focus autos are gonna help pick him up.
I really like that flash coming out from the Ash to get that extra slow.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
he
really
very
nice.
well could have gotten away if he did not flash and reapply the slow.
Very, very good by Hibbs there.
Hibbs had
And
a
you know,
pretty
yeah,
solid
a
CS
kill.
lead in the bot lane, but after that row mid, it's allowed Stripe to catch back up. But I mean, definitely worth it getting that kill in the mid lane.
Yeah, very nice for him.
And they roamed really far, but that slight CS difference, that kill is definitely, or assists are definitely worth it. Kill and assist. Bottom lane.
Yeah, and he still is up CS, and he's got that kill assist, like you said. Very good for the Ashe, which into this composition that they're going against is a very spicy move to pick.
Right.
Because you got that Alistar, you got the Headscarner, you got that Lissandra. They all can engage on you and destroy that Ashe. But, I mean, if you play it right...
On the wind, looking to go all in. Yeah, he's going all in on Rai's circulation. Rai's going to have to self-ult to prevent the aggression from the Aurelia, but get that self-heal as well.
Yeah, that was initially a really good engage.
Oh! Wow,
no.
that was a pretty
late flash.
Yeah, if you gotta... I don't think Contagio knew how much damage he's actually going to do. Zach actually coming in, he's going to be able... Oh, no. Next circulation going to get out with the Glacial Breath. Dodge the Zach.
Going back to that mid lane, I don't think he did know that, and it could just be, you know, like... Hey man, how old is Contagio?
I'm not sure.
Hey man, maybe he's just getting old and his mechanics are slow.
I do believe. Oh, actually, Dub's gonna ult Hibs. He's gonna bring it back. His shot Unling's gonna get the knock-up onto both Hibs. And now they're gonna follow. On the wing, get the teleport down. He's gonna get the Equilibrium Strike. He's gonna take down Dub. And great teleport from On the Wind. Now
that was a fantastic teleport. I don't know if
they snowball this into a dragon or. I mean, the jungler is down, but no, they're gonna. Root's gonna land on both the bot lane.
Yeah, so if they push this wave and then go right to dragon, that's free. They actually could have done it. They could have been already starting it too.
Yeah, I mean, Lissandra does have teleports, so if a fight does break out, he can come down and answer it. Especially now that the Aurelia is back to base. I don't know. Oh, that's going to be a flash pulverize onto 30. He's going to knock him back into tower range. He's going to take one tower shot. Ignite's going to be down to Matter Strike. Hibs is going to try and put the damage down. Oh, he's going to flash away. Ignite's still ticking. It's not going to be enough.
Good flash by Madam Stripe to evade that last auto attack. A little greedy by Dank by Mom, where honestly they could have just pushed that wave quickly with mid and Hecarim just going right to Dragon, starting that up. Bot lane roams up, that's a free Dragon.
Yeah, 100% agree right there. Oh, it's going to hit him with the Chain of Crystal Area. He's going to get the kill, but Dove's going to come. He's probably going to clean this up, yeah, and Hibs is going to go down.
Yeah.
So trade kills bot lane. I don't think that's like worst thing in the world actually, but Zach's going to come in. He's going to use Onslaught of Shadow. He's going to actually miss, and he's not going to get enough damage down, but actually Contagio's going to pick it up with the Death Ray.
These fights are crazy.
That was close. I mean,
that was a cringeworthy moment.
Zach just with the point blank Onslaught of Shadows. Luckily, Contagio was able to pick the kill up on the back end.
Yeah, that was way sideways for the Hecarim ult, but Contagio comes in and he's like, "Hey, bro, I got you." Secures the kill. Takes down 50 Senpai.
We got a 2-0-2 Victor. We got a 2-1-2 Ashe. I mean, this is looked like a pretty solid early game for the carries of Danked by Mom.
Which, it's actually surprising that Kishot died there. I think he should have gotten out earlier. Giving a kill over to the carry for the jungler isn't really ever worth it.
No, it's not.
Especially because the Ashe is going to do a lot of damage later.
I mean, you could always look at the players and whatnot, but overall, let's just say, like, looking at it from a solo queue perspective, no, it's not.
We get the miasma down. Gravity Field's gonna go down to deter the aggression from Thirsty Senpai. On the wind's gonna go. He's gonna look like he's gonna. No, he's gonna get a lot of damage down. I mean, he's got. I mean, it doesn't even have Sheen either. That's just the damage from the abilities itself.
The back. He's taking too much damage. It's a reverse of the last
30, and the Root's gonna land on the stripe. Hibs is gonna try and chase him down. He's gonna get a bunch of autos. He's got 90 caliber net. Oh, he's going in.
Oh, right into
on the wind.
Oh, but he great ult by
self-ult. That's gonna keep him away. Now 50's looking to try and turn this around and try and pick up a couple kills. He lands the Noxious Blast on him. Petrifying Gaze is gonna come out. Is he gonna try and pick up damage on the wind? Miasma's down. He's gonna chase under tower. Deathfire Touch is not gonna kill him.
Okay, I was a little bit confused by that ult because they were both facing away, and he knew that, but he did it just for the damage.
He just tried to get the slow on him as well.
Yeah, just to say, hey, maybe I could maybe finish you off, because it was very close.
Yeah, you don't have to get the stun on him for the ultimate to be effective. It's just obviously more ideal.
Right. I didn't even think he was going to do that much damage, but obviously Cass always surprises me with how much damage she does.
Yeah. You know, top tower is going to go down for Tilted Forward. They're going to get the first blood for the tower. Meanwhile, Dankbot Mom's going to start up the dragon. Leaves Cloud Drake. Yeah, so this time they're going to trade the tower for dragon. And
actually, it's surprising if you look at the gold lead. Like, they're down 800, 900 gold right now. And looking at... Not sure
most
of
this gold is coming from the junglers. Dubdrum's up 1100 gold on Symphazac right now.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Very deceiving for the CS and KDA, like dying 3 times, you know. But then again, two kills on the... That's a lot. So
the gold difference right now is really just that tower, right? That first
did a tower go down?
Tower? First blood tower. That's pretty much the difference right there.
I didn't even notice that. Good call. Yes, that is definitely the gold difference right there. That's a large amount of gold. Do we know who got that?
I think it went over to Renai and Thrifty as they had gone up for that gank.
Good members to get it on for that Tilted Forward team.
Yeah, but now they're going to start pressuring mid lane. 30's looking to collapse on the side. He's going to lay down the Grasping Roots. He's going to hit Dubdrum. They're going to try and put any damage on him. He's going to zone him away with the Miasma.
Honestly, I think that they could have totally took that fight. You had a Zyra Ash Arrow into a Hecarim ult.
If you could shoot the Ash Arrow and hit Thrifty, then yes, definitely go in. But I don't think you should funnel into a choke point with Miasma up, and Thrifty has Petrifying Gaze, and that could turn really bad really fast.
Well, they could have chain CC'd that. It was 3v4. I think they could have maybe took that.
If you hit Thrifty with the Ash Arrow, then yeah, that's definitely a favorable fight.
Absolutely.
But I mean, sometimes you just gotta. I mean, Ash is one of those champions that, like, you don't really have to be prepared for the fight. You mean you use the Enchanted Crystal Arrow and you hit someone, you just go and you kill that person.
Victor just puts down that
Gravity Field.
Gravity Field, thank you. For the zone.
Yeah.
On the wind, coming mid lane looking to see if he can get a gank on the Thrifty Senpai, but nothing happening.
Yeah, so as we just go forward, I mean, okay, so this is the first game that Dubdrum had Skarner, and he's going 2-3. I mean, he is up gold, right? But out of somebody that's get permabanned, obviously not every game goes perfect, and, we'll gotta wait to the end game, but you expect maybe a little bit better KDA out of him.
Yeah, you would
having a
think
permaban
so.
on you.
Yeah, for a champion that he likes to basically yell out his own champion name whenever he does anything, you'd think he'd be, doing a little bit better than this. But I mean, overall he's not doing awful. But I feel like for his expectations, he probably should be doing better.
Right, but I mean, hey, like we said, he was up. How much you said? Like over 1,000 gold. So
yeah, that's down to 800
KDA
right now.
Does not determine everything.
Zach has caught up to CS a little bit.
And they're been in the bot lane. Members bot here.
They do have the ward down there. Kishot does have flash. Actually, he's going to get rooted. Oh, here comes Renai Circulation. They're going to land Glacial Tomb onto Both Hibs, and he's going to go down. 30 gets headbutted outside of tower range. He's going to go down, but also Shot Underling is going to follow the tower.
Yeah, we had a late teleport out from on the wind, or it might have just been a normal teleport, but hey, it got there super late.
Yeah, since they increased the channel time from 3.5 to 4.5 seconds, it's quite a big difference. Blanca Taiji is going to go in on Thrifty Senpai. Oh, he dodges the Petrifying Gaze. Wow, the 1v1 outplay by Contagio on Thrifty Senpai. Wow, that was very well timing on the back turn to that Petrifying Gaze to avoid the stun, and he just straight up
great outplay.
And took him down.
And they're going to return take a tower for the trade bottom, so that's pretty nice as well.
You know what? Honestly, like, you haven't seen like a tremendous amount of outplays or whatnot, or just like great plays. Like, but very consistent out of Contagio. Like he's impressed me overall in this season so far.
I would definitely agree. He's never been like the weak point in this team. He's always been the one who's been, you know, doing a lot of damage. Even when his team's behind, he's always the one. You know, he's playing Ziggs, he's playing Lux. He's always sitting in the back line dishing out a lot of damage.
Simply Zach barely got cut out there, but he just hit a Z and he got it out because you're a horse.
Yeah.
They're also committing a lot of members to this top side of the map. Ashe is going to take that bottom tower pretty easily if Quoth wants to. So I don't know what they're going to try and do, as the mid lane tower is the only one that's up nearby. And now they roam down to try and counter the Ashe.
Oh, Underling's going to flash over the wall.
Good stun by Blab.
Good shot. Underling's getting caught out. Hibs is going to put a lot of damage. Him and 30. Mechanical Slayer, he's going to cleanse it off with the Unbreakable Will. Now Stripe's going to start getting put damage along. Wow.
That was a good trade.
Should have ulted.
Very good trade. Guess in the hole, put some damage on Hibs.
If
I would agree with you.
I think they both would have died.
I definitely think one would have at least. I agree with though, he should have ulted. But right now they're going to be able to force this tower in with the support of Contagio. And pick up another tower.
To take the dragon after. If,
absolutely, and with that tower, they take the
down.
gold lead. And as you said, they rotate to the dragon, and looks like they will be trying to pick that up.
Gonna get some words. Oh, Contagio's gonna face check. Oh, he gets stunned by the petrifying gaze. Oh, he's gonna flash out
Good
though.
flash.
Wild Growth's gonna go down. Oh. A lot of damage going down. Nice circulation and a self ult.
Heal out of Hibs.
Simply Zach going in. Onslaught Shadows hits Renai Circulation. He's going to have to flash out to save his life.
That was honestly, out of this series so far, one of the best team fights I've seen out of Dank by Mom.
Definitely agree.
And the Thunderlords proc almost killed Blab there at the end. He had 100
and they didn't even start that fight.
Here comes On the Wind. Oh, tons of damage onto Madam Sprite. He's going to get knocked away by Kishot Underling. Oh, the Flash Grasp from 30. Contagio's going to pick that kill up. 4-0-3 on the Victor. He is
a great re-engage.
He's putting his carry pants on. He's putting this team on his back. So now they're going to turn over to the Cloud Drake. There's going to be no contest for this one. This is going to be the second Cloud Drake for Dank by Mom.
I mean, hey, that's good when you got a Hecarim.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, it's good for everybody. Obviously, you get that little movement speed, but Hecarim, obviously, that just goes right to damage. And just, you know, obviously, you can move around the map a little bit more.
Yeah, we have all the outers down for Dank by Mom. Tilt It Forward has to take the mid at some point, hopefully. But yeah, that 0.5 or 1.5k gold lead, maybe it'll mean an item that can continue to turn these team fights in their direction.
Yeah. I mean, so far it's meant 2 dragons.
Yeah.
They've just been in the position to be able to get those. Obviously, it's been 2 wins. Not ideal. Obviously, you'd rather have like 2 fire or a mountain in there. Those are my 2 favorite. I like having those.
If they continue to take the objectives on the map like this, I can for sure see Dank by Mom taking this game out of the series and pushing.
They seem to be playing with a lot more poise and
it's
overall way better. You know.
Yeah, it's looking. Oh, nice circulation. Oh, Glacial Tomb's gonna land on his. Wow, Proto Belt. Wow. Whoa. And that is just
that was a fucking
Simply Zach's gonna come in. He's gonna pick up nice circulation on the backside. On the Wind going in, he's gonna get suppressed by Dove Drum. Rifty Senpai's barely gonna make it out. On the Wind's going in, he's gonna get headbutted out by Contagio is actually gonna pick that kill up on Kishan Underling.
2 for 2.
And Zach, he's going
Zach
in.
is like, hey, I'm
killing him. He's gonna drive by. He's still going in. He's got Onslaught of Shadows. That's not gonna hit. Not gonna hit Dove Drum, but overall, in the end, it looks like that's gonna be a 3 for 2 in favor of Dank by Mom.
These ults are very odd by Zach. I'm not gonna lie.
Renai Circulation had a fantastic claw over the wall, put the Glacial Tomb onto Hibs, which, even though it's targeted onto Hibs, the Frost Ring around the tomb actually still does damage, which also hit Contagio. Which then the Protobot was able to just, oh my god, annihilate everybody.
Yeah, Dubdrum.
Oh, Madam Stripe's gonna get caught out.
Oh, if
Ghost
Contagio
pop
had
on the
landed
Victor,
the
but
Death
he's
Ray.
not gonna be able to pick up the kill on the backside.
Yeah, for Dubdrum's fabled Garner, he's 2-4-1. He's not doing as well as I think he'd be hoping to at this point. Whereas on the other side, Contagio is 5-0-3, Simply Zach is 3-1-5. Maybe he should have taken the Hecarim instead of prioritizing other champs and champ select.
Yeah, Alistar was first picked for them, and then the Hecarim was picked directly after that by Dank by Mom. So they would have had to first pick that if they were to get it. One thing I want to talk about is on the win this game. He's 1-0-3 on the Aurelia. He's actually up on CS on Renai Circulation. He's looked like incredibly. He's done so well on Aurelia this game. He's looked so much better than any of the Poppy games he's had so far in this series, and he's actually like a really, really big threat to anyone on the backline to tilt it forward.
And he's had really good TPs and engages this entire game.
I mean, on the win,
he's been on point.
Overall, he's such a great. He's a very cerebral player. He definitely knows when to use his teleports. He's really good at playing the map. He definitely knows what he's doing when it comes to stuff like that.
Absolutely. But I mean, we don't want to take away from the Blab. He has had some decent engages. More so than recently, that dive under the tower was fantastic.
Yeah, that was. You could not set up a fight any better than that. But I mean, Tajio, living on the backside, even though
he's been fantastic this series. Honestly, not even this game. This series, he's been doing very well. And he just needs his team to step up a little bit and let him carry.
Just a little bit.
Which they've been doing so far, so good so far this game.
I mean, he's got the fully upgraded Hex Core plus the Rylai's Crystal Scepter, so he's got most of his core built down. He's able to, now that he's got the Rylai's Crystal Scepter and the bonus speed from Chaos Storm, he's really going to be able to stick to targets.
Ash just got a ton of damage down on that top tower, and now they're getting chased.
Contagio's going to flash on a Madam Stripe. He applies the Rylai's Crystal Scepter slow on him, plays down the Chaos Storm, but it's not going to pick up the kill. Stripe's going to have to flash heal, so he traded flash for flash heal in later day to carry.
Shit, that's worth it. I was going to say, that was extremely aggressive, but you know what? Madam Stripe, shit in his pants and fucking blew both.
That coming on the backside. Thrifty Senpai's going to have to flash over the wall. He's going to get out of the fight. Shadow Underling's popping the Unbreakable Will. He's still going to take quite a bit of damage. He's also going down to Contagio. He's going to get picked up by Simply Zach.
Alright, so in that initial fight, that was a terrible Hecarim ult, but Contagio kept his poise. He had a great E where he didn't initially just knock him back into, he waited, got in front of him, knocked him back in his team. And that was good. That was good. I'm glad to see that.
Tar dive coming. And nothing. Oh, they're waiting.
We do have a 4v1 though. They should just
dive going on to an Ice Circulation. He's going to self-ult. Zach's holding tower aggro right now. He's going to design his. He's buying a lot of time. They're going to actually have to fall off the tower dive.
Classic Lysandra.
Oh, Thirty's going to get caught by Petrifying Gaze and get taken out by Thrifty Senpai. Tower on the top side still goes down, so it wasn't a complete loss. They do. Oh, now on the wind's going on. He lands Equilibrium Strike, but now he's going to back off. Meanwhile, Dove and Madam Stripe are going to start on the Drake on the bottom side. I don't think that Dank by Mom has any idea this is going on. Meanwhile, Simply Zach taking out mid lane. Kashad Underling's also going to cut him off. He's going to pretty much keep him up. Yep. That's going to be enough zone to keep him off. Dragon. Meanwhile, Contagio takes blue buff. I mean, there's nothing he could have done for that dragon because he had no mana to begin with. That's why he needed that blue buff pretty bad.
Yeah.
So as we stand in this game, Tilted Forward has all three of their outer towers down. Same size, same as actually the mid lane tower still stands. Mid lane tier 1 tower still stands for Dank by Mom, but the outer towers are gone. Got about a 3,000 goldie for Dank by Mom right now. I mean, we said this last game, even though that Dank by Mom has a gold lead, not sure about how these fights are going to go, but game is looking a lot different than the last one, even though they're in a very similar situation.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that gold lead came from. Like, it was actually relatively close recently.
It was pretty even. Right now, top lane is within 50 gold. Actually, Simply Zach, now he's 4-1 and 5 on the Hecarim. He's got an 800 gold lead onto Dub Drum. Contagio's got 1300 on Thrifty Senpai.
That's very nice.
Yeah, everyone. It looks like everyone on Think My Mom actually has a small gold lead over their counterpart on Forward.
So Hecarim's actually building going very defensive with the Spirit Visage. Then he's got also a Giant's Belt, and
that's okay. He's playing to his team.
I really like that a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, the Spirit Visage plus the Merc Treads is really good against the double AP. You know, he's gonna be able to get in the middle of their team, and he's gonna be able to live and just be a big disruptor. Oh, that's gonna be a flash Equilibrium strike on the Thrifty Senpai, and he's gonna get taken down.
So with Zach right now, he does not need to be the carry of this team. He doesn't need to build that Trinity Force or the Warrior for the. Obviously, I don't like Warrior at all on for Hecarim. Actually,
Judge's actually gonna take Zach with the Impale. He's gonna pull him back in the tower. He's gonna go down, but on the wind, wreaking havoc on the backline. He's gonna get exhausted. But and Cannon Crystaller is gonna pick Stripe on the backside. Contagio coming. He's gonna take out Kishad Underling, and that's 3 kills. Now they're gonna start pushing onto this.
And they're taking this pretty good.
That was not there at all.
So
there's gonna be a tower.
They should get this in here too.
Yeah, they should be able to get
this.
Very
nice for Thank My Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to build path and whatnot for going back to Contagio too, because usually you see an offensive item come out from Hecarim. Honestly, yes, a Trinity Force is very nice on him, and you see that often. But in this game right now, he is not a carry on that team, and he doesn't need to build that. So I really actually like his build path right now because
I completely agree. You got
let the other guys do it.
Right? Yeah, 2 AD with Aurelia and Ashe, and then 2 AP with 30 on the Zyra and Vector. They do not need more damage.
Yeah, 30 low key is gonna. He just picked up the Rylai's Crystal Scepter, so that's actually a really big buy for Zyra because now he's gonna be able to control the fight a lot easier with the plans.
Right, and obviously, one last point, going back to the Hecarim. Just build a pure fucking tank, dude. You're the team's engage.
Oh yeah, he's a really beefy
I love it.
Hecarim
I love it.
right
I think
now.
that's a great choice.
Very good build adaptation, which a lot of times in the SBL you don't actually see. Some people are just hell-bent on building what they always build despite the situation of the game. I'm actually really, really excited to see that he's taken notice, how the rest of his team is doing and realize, I'm the one who has to engage for my team and I'm the one who's got to stay alive while the rest of my team does damage.
Right.
So as those super minions are pushing in top, Aurelia is bottom lane, pushing that and giving Thank My Mom an opportunity to go for Baron if they want it.
I mean, they're setting this up really well. They're clearing out vision.
Yeah, and they do
in the area.
Yeah, and they have on the win in bot. They're gonna take pressure. He does
Renai
have
Circulation is heading bot side to match On the Wind. On the Wind does have teleport. Renai Circulation does not.
I'm not sure if they know that. I assume they do. In which case, he should back off right now. Start the Baron, force this with the teleport, win that fight.
Right.
If they don't know he does not have, don't know he has teleport or whatnot, if they know that, they should have done that.
If they do, if they do start the Baron, they have a few wards in the blue side jungle of Tilted Forward that On the Wind can teleport and get a good flank.
And Dragon's gonna be up in 48 seconds. It's gonna be another Mountain Drake. So this is getting really pivotal. It's on a knife edge. Whoever takes the next major objective is really gonna push ahead.
Yeah.
Or has the opportunity to.
Based off of a lot of what we're seeing right now, I just don't think that they knew that the teleport was down from the Lysandra. Because they had complete vision. I mean, yes, they had wards behind the pit. It did not matter at that point.
Right.
Because they had complete vision elsewhere. So
the Lysandra TP is up now.
Yes, it is up now. At that point, I don't think they did know.
No.
Otherwise, I feel like that was a good call to make. And with 30, I expected
looks like
to make
Tilted
those
Forward is going
calls.
to start up the Baron.
Oh my God, that ghost.
DBM I'm starting to roam up, and they're gonna back off the Baron. But yeah, Simply Zach does use Ghost on Hecarim, which is pretty crucial to his
pushing
engage.
top lane, so they might get this mid lane tower and then get some damage on the Nexus towers for free.
Gravity Field goes down, and great rotation.
They'll just rotate the dragon
to start taking that
okay.
mid lane tower. Two minions are pushing in the bot side. Renai Circulation has to tend to those in their base, so now they're going to rotate over to this Mountain Drake and pick this up. This looks like it's going to be uncontested. This is going to be the third Drake of the game. They picked up 2 Cloud Drakes earlier, and this is going to be their first Mountain Drake against what I believe is a Mountain Drake for Tilted Forward.
Yeah. Dank by Mom almost looks like a different team with all these changes to their comp. They're very decisive on their team fighting and objective calls.
Yeah, and I really like the changes that they made. We saw that in game 2, and it was a very close game till about 35 minutes. It was even gold, and then they just let it slip. And actually, I think they went up around 4 or 5K, and then they let it slip. So they had the game in their hand. In this game, they're hopefully not going to let it go, but we'll see.
A lot of champions are out of place for Tilted Forward. They could start this Baron and get away with it if they wanted it.
So, quick update. Cassiopeia, Senpai's Cassiopeia, just finished the Archangel Staff, instantly transforming into Seraph's Embrace, so that'll definitely help with survivability, plus giving him a massive damage boost.
It is big. And honestly, let's just go off of that right now. Ripty has not been doing as good as Contagio. This has been a great game for Contagio.
I honestly think that Contagio overall, even though Thrifty was on Karthus, he's just doing Karthus things. It's not like anything that I've seen oh wow, I've never seen, a Karthus player do that or anything. I think Contagio overall has been definitely playing at the same level as Thrifty, maybe even better.
Definitely this game for sure.
Yeah, this game.
Overall in the series, I think game 1 was definitely controlled most by Tilted Forward. Game 2, I would say that Contagio played fantastic, and he's playing fantastic this game as well.
We also have that top lane inhibitor respawning. There's a minion wave pushing against it, unless looks like Contagio is going to go deal with that to make sure it starts pushing again. Maybe take an easy open inhib.
So the top lane inhibitor has respawned on the wind, moving down. He does have his teleport up, so they're gonna do a nice 4-1 split push on opposite sides of the map. Baron buff is up, so I don't know if they're gonna do that or if they're gonna try and get this open inhib first before they do anything else. So on the wind right now is alone by himself on the bot side. They're looking for an engage possibly. Nope, they're starting to roam back.
I think this is exactly what you need to do, though. Pull them back and forth, split them up, get a good team fight if you can. Otherwise, you re-engage, disengage, and just get tower damage on the hip tower, and eventually that'll just fall. They can just keep playing this game.
Totally agree.
Tanky.
Yeah, this Hecarim is very menacing on the front line. He's got a bunch of tank items. He's not taking a lot of damage.
We have a double Mountain Drake on, or is it double Wind?
It's double Cloud Drake on.
Okay.
Oh, no. Halfride's gonna go on. Nope, he's gonna make it out. He's just a little bit of damage onto Zach.
Jeez, dude.
With a
directed camera, didn't even think that was significant enough to go to.
Spear Visage allow him to. Renai Circulation. No, he's not gonna take Glacial Path in. You think of twice about that one. Meanwhile, On the Wind is rotated up towards mid lane, getting ready for a possible fight.
All of the wards for Tilted Forward has expired by Baron Pit. So they are blind to whatever's happening behind them, except for that one ward. Oh, that Simply Zach just saw.
Yeah. So the thing about when you're trying to ward up Baron and stuff, time is the greatest clearer of wards. That all you do is you gotta keep them off Baron for 3 minutes, and then you should be pretty much 100% sure that they do not have vision on it anymore. So they're kind of just sneaking around the corner, trying to bait this out.
As Blab continues pushing bottom lane, oh, and he's recalling right now. Probably
he does have
to join the
teleport, so
team
he can join the fight from anywhere on the map. Grasping Root's not going to land. Sibley's actually going to go in. He's going to go jump onto Stripe. He's doing a bunch of damage. He's going to heal. Zach's going pretty deep. He should probably back up before...
That's a couple ults. Kishot ulted, correct, on the Alistar?
Yes. Oh, a lot of flashes going down. The threat of the Glacial Path from Renai Circulation scaring the bejesus out of some of the DBM players. Contagio actually had to flash away. Oh, Enchanted Crystal Air goes on dub jump. Zach's gonna get caught on the wind, going on 50 Senpai, doing a lot of damage there from Braces. Popped. Zach and on the wind, trying to do damage on the backside. Contagio doing a lot of damage. Wow. The Victor's doing a lot of damage. Hib's gonna flash over the wall. He's gonna do a lot of damage. He's gonna take out 50 Senpai. But on the wind, he's gonna go on the map strike. Oh, the Equilibrium Strike's gonna stun him, but he's not gonna die. But nope. Hibs is gonna pick up that last kill.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's a 5 for 3. Ace and the support and Contagio are alive.
Oh my god.
There's not too much time. I mean, there's 10 seconds left on the Alistar support, but no more than 20 seconds on the next player. So they're at least going to get this inhibitor. I do not think they're going to keep pushing. Nope, yeah, they're going to back off.
On the opposite side, bottom tower just dropped. So
yeah, there's a pretty big,
towers.
There's a big blue wave on the bottom side of the map that someone's got to tend to soon enough. They got people respawning that should be able to pick it up.
That's a huge win for them. I mean, we're looking straight at gold right now, and at 37 minutes, being up over 7,000 gold, is very good. With an inhib down, what you need to do: get those pink wards, take care of vision around Baron, or even Elder if you prefer that.
Okay, so with Renai Circulation, his teleport is now down. On the winds is still up. With Elder Drake available and the top inhibitor down, since you want to take the objective to the opposite side of the map where the inhibitor is down.
I would love to see a Baron though.
Are they going to get there in time?
Oh shit.
Zach's going to get ulted. Renai Circulation is going to get blown up by Contagio. A lot of damage going down on the winds, diving out of 50 Senpai. He got exhausted, but he's not going to take out 50 Senpai.
The Baron's still low.
Taju's going up. He's doing a lot of damage to Kishot. He's waiting for his death ray to come back.
They're gonna get it.
Siphon power. Oh, he's gonna take him out. Yep. There you go. Baron for ganked by Mom. Contagio picking up a triple kill.
They didn't lose anybody there.
My God, Contagio.
That was a 0 for 3.
Contagio is putting on his carry pants this game. He is not letting this series end.
Look at this monster.
12-0-6.
12-0-6. What a fucking beast. I mean, you gotta give a little credit to his team for setting him like CC up and whatnot, but even more so to Contagio. This guy's been doing work this game.
One thing I do have to say is I have to commend Wind and Zach for diving Thrifty and Stripe and keeping him out of the fight and allowing Contagio the space to take care of the front line.
And while you said Zach, I totally thought of the Blob, the champion, and I was like, wait a minute.
He's not in this game.
No.
He's not in this game, and then I'm like, oh yeah, Zach as like the human being.
Zach with an H, the summoner Zach.
So now we've got the fabled double buff of Baron.
They got Baron and Eldrick. Yeah, they very well could be. I mean, especially with the top lane inhibitor down, they should be able to just push into their base this bottom lane. There's no way that tilted forward should be able to fight him here. Contagio doing a lot of that death rate, dude. 4/5 of Renai. Oh my God, that Elder Drake burn.
It's massive.
Oh my goodness. Man, this Victor is unbelievable right now. He is doing buttloads of damage. So now they're going to start pushing in. Zach kind of hanging around mid lane. He's looking to go in on Stripe. He's going to get hit by the 90 caliber net, and he's going to do a bunch of damage, but he's going to kind of walk away from the tower.
For a tank's Hecarim, that was a lot of damage onto Cloth. Or not Cloth, Strip.
Yeah, so now, it's at the point where Renai Circulation is going in. He's going to land the Glacial Tomb onto Hibs. Ibs and Contagio are both going to go down. This is a fight that Tilted Forward might be able to win. But meanwhile, On the Wind's going absolute ham right now. He's doing a lot of damage. Double kill for On the Wind. He's on Dub Drum 30 trying to kite it out. On the Wind's going to pick up the triple kill.
That was a really good fight.
This just goes to show you how far ahead right now that Dank by Mom is, that both their mid and AD carry go down. God, On the Wind is... You talk about Contagio doing a lot of damage. On the Wind on this Aurelia is just melting through everybody.
Too. And that should be game.
Yeah, it should be game. That's the last tower going down. Oh, he's in the hole. Oh.
His friends don't block for him.
Adding those stats.
That's pretty sad. But yeah, Dank by Mom going to pick up game number 3, and they're going to start inching their way back into the series. They still trail 2-1, but that is a very, very good sign for Dank by Mom. And Tilted Forward, they got to kind of look back and see how they can retool their champions or just their strategy in general to see if they can pick up the last win of the series.
Right, and going forward, that was
pretty
similar
decisive.
of a team that Tilted Forward has been using in all 3 games. And you finally picked a team that has just won, right?
Mm-hmm.
So keep going at it. That's what I guess I would say for Dank by Mom. You got to stick to it. Maybe you got to switch it up maybe a little bit, but overall, very good game, very great game by Contagio. And
overall, that was a great game.
I'm looking forward to the draft man phase next game, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's see what switches up, because I do not think we will see. Well, we may see similar bans, but since side switch, we may see some different picks. It's going to be interesting, and I'm glad this game didn't end in 3-0.
So, well, that's going to put a conclusion into Game 3. We're going to take a quick stream break and head into Game 4 really soon, so don't touch that browser.